Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. The evolution of Metaverse will open up new horizons for brands, businesses and the community as a whole. And Africa is already alive to the possibilities of Metaverse. Africa's digital economy is expected to contribute up to $300 billion to Africa's GDP by 2025 as per the reports. And Africa's first metaverse is also poised to unlock African creativity and connect Africa to the global digital economy. And now Africarare and Innovation Africa have joined hands to bring clean water to Africa through Metaverse. So to discuss more about Metaverse and what does it mean for Africa, I have been joined by Mr. Mann, co-founder and CEO of Africarare. Welcome to 3.0 TV, Mr. Mick.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Great to be with you.
It's a pleasure to have you. So Metaverse has been a buzzword ever since Facebook rebranded to Meta, and Meta sees a huge Metaverse business potential in Africa, where it also plans to offer Metaverse through smartphone apps. So according to you, what does Metaverse mean for Africa?
So for us, the Metaverse is the greatest equalizer. We see it as an amazing opportunity for anyone in Africa to really uplift themselves, to showcase their creativity and their ingenuity, and to really connect with the global digital economy in a much more immersive 3D manner, where you can, create different social applications, you can create entertainment, retail, commerce. And for us, it's really about digital ownership, because for the first time, because of the blockchain and virtual and augmented reality, we can actually now have true digital ownership in the world, because you can prove that you own a digital asset on the blockchain that no one else owns. Just like when we had physical property rights come into the world and you could own physical property, when you knew that it wasn't going to get it taken away from you, you would innovate on that physical land. You would create, a farm or a hotel or create value out of that. Now we have the opportunity to do so in the digital format, and Africans are primed to take this opportunity.
So the cost of mobile internet is highest in Africa, and while internet speed in the continent is still the slowest in the world, also currently the cost of VR headsets is too high. So in this scenario, is Africa Metaverse ready?
So I think what's quite interesting is that there's a statistics show that there's quite a high adoption rate into crypto across Africa, some of the highest adoption rates in the world actually, and that is because of our mobile penetration in Africa. So we see that and maybe those transaction sizes aren't that large, but that it's a huge sign of the opportunity that's ahead of us. And the Metaverse, we expect to be the similar sort of scenario, where it will be mobile first in Africa, because there is a massive penetration of mobile across the African continent, and there are many providers like MTN and other networks that are trying to.
They have joined. They have bought virtual plots in Ubuntu land.
So there are many different networks like MTN that are looking at solving the big data problem across Africa.
So what was the idea behind launching Africa's first metaverse, Africarare, and what is it all about?
So really what we saw is in 2021, there was this incredible growth of NFTs, non-fungible tokens and digital assets. And most of that activity came out of USA, Europe and Asia. And we thought, we wanted to make sure that Africa takes part in this disruption and this global change as we move into this new system that is immutable, secure, transparent, and just, works a whole lot better. So we wanted Africa to be ahead of the curve rather than chasing the tail of disruption. And we feel that there's such a unique creativity and culture on the African continent that hasn't been shared globally. And Africa is going to be home to a third of the world's children by 2030, it's predicted, because of our population growth. So we felt that we wanted to make sure that Africa was part of this conversation. And, the opportunity is immense. And, as the whole internet moves from Web 2 into Web 3, into more immersive web and a more immersive experience.
So it's such a great initiative for Africa, I must say. Can you please share some more details on Userbase or the investments tie-ups on your platform?
Sure. So we get, depending on the types of events, we can, have 1,000 people. We could have 11,000 people in a week for certain campaigns. But we are still in our alpha and growing. So, we're still just around the 50,000 user mark to date. But we see an immense opportunity to grow those numbers very quickly as some of our branded experiences come live. We're doing some incredible work with Nedbank that will be going live in the coming months, as well as Prime Media and MTN. And then for the Drops of Life campaign, what we've done is we've actually created a world first where you can actually buy these time capsule water drop NFTs that each drop saves either one life or many lives. So you can either save, for $25, save one person's life, give them clean drinking water for the rest of their life, or for a higher amount, you can save more lives. And these tokens are soul bound. You can't trade them. So once you save someone's life, you have that NFT in your wallet forever. And you also get different utilities based on the types of tokens, where you get, a 3D village in Ubuntu land, or you get to an app that shows you the water pumping, and you get to see some of the people that you're helping with content. And even if you buy the biggest water drop, you'll be flown down by Innovation Africa to go and turn on the taps when the pumps are installed. So for us, that is a really, really powerful initiative to try and make a positive difference across the continent.
Okay, so like you spoke about the water NFT, so potable water is a prized commodity, particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, where more than 400 million people lack access to safe drinking water. And Innovation Africa has been working dedicatedly to deliver clean drinking water to people across the continent. And now Africarare is creating a custom Innovation Africa village in Ubuntu land to showcase the organization's life-changing work. So how did you both come up with this idea of a partnership?
So I've actually been following Sivan for a number of years, and she's spoken for us at our Singularity University summits in 2019 was the first time she spoke for us. And after hearing what she's doing and understanding her mission, there was a complete alignment with our mission to hashtag future-proof Africa, and to try and make sure that we, try solve some of the big problems that we face in Africa and around the world. And I know India also has a massive water problem. So we're hoping that, some of these initiatives that we're doing with Sivan could possibly translate across to, different continents and to different countries. And we're just totally aligned with what she's doing. We completely believe in her mission, and we're doing this completely pro bono. There's no commercial aspect from our side with this initiative, as part of our goal to hashtag future-proof Africa.
So like you said that India also faces water scarcity, and there are more other countries. So have you spoken to some other countries for a partnership or something like that?
So I know Tony Robbins is doing a lot of stuff in India with water, and trying to reach out to Tony. And then we are chatting to a number of other water organizations, mainly based in the US, that do big water initiatives. So, keep watching and look out. You should see a few announcements in the coming weeks and months.
Wow. So in the next decade, what impact do you believe Metaverse will have made in Africa?
So in the next decade, I think the Metaverse will permeate almost all aspects of all of our lives in Africa and across the world, as a much more immersive experience. Gartner predicts that by 2026 already, just in a few short years, in 3 years, 25% of the population will spend at least an hour of their day in the Metaverse. So if we think about the world population growing to about 10 billion people by then, that's 1 to 2 billion people a day, spending an hour a day in the Metaverse. Already, that's a huge amount of people that will be interacting through social experiences, through entertainment, through education, immersive learning, and through retail opportunities.
All right. So thank you so much, sir, for being on 3.0 TV and sharing your views. It was really, really great having you on the show.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir. So this was Mr. Mann, co-founder and CEO of Africarare. Keep watching 3.2 TV for more such interviews. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and for instant updates, do press the bell icon. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off.